Check, check, check. Check, check, check. All right. I think this may be up and running. Hmm. Man, what? Welcome. All right. All right. Welcome in, everybody. My name is Kevin, and we're going to be getting set up in just a few minutes to do some wheel throwing. It's a pretty big day for us. I made the commitment a month ago to live stream for a month uh, to to encourage myself to do it in order to get a new computer to set up in our studio here, and make it easier. So challenge accepted, challenge completed, and I think this month of February, um, we live streamed nearly every day, just from from cringe, awkward to, just sitting and doing some work. And that's what we found most comfortable so far is to just do what we love and to do what's easy and to do what people enjoy and are interested in, and that just simplified everything down to just doing some wheel work, throwing and trimming. So that's what we're doing, and I'm going to start getting set up. If you've got questions or comments, feel free to throw them in. I don't have any sort of moderator, so I've just kind of loaded up the settings. But feel free to you know test you know test your voice. Welcome. This is where we had the camera set up last stream, and I think that did fairly well. Let's go ahead and get the camera moved while we before we get our hands dirty. All right. I'll put it on. I'll throw up a short little video while I move the camera. That way, maybe we don't get ill. All right, so hang tight while I get the stream set up. All right. All right, so I've got the camera moved. Let me see if I can. All right, I think that looks good. All right, let me get some clay. I think I have some clay wedged up from earlier. We make at this time small cups. They started out as it was an offer to do some work for Top Drawer making sake cups, and so that's what we had began making back in 2020, I believe, maybe 2019. But we had just started getting ramped up. They had asked if I could make some sake cups for them, and so that's where we started. And then recently we started upgrading to, I've started making them a little bit larger in order to have like a broader range of uses. I'm still learning how to kind of walk and talk. That's what I've been referring to it as. And so right now it's a lot of just kind of exercising the creative, like the creative part of my mind while multitasking with, talking through my process. And that has been, it's not been the easiest. So I think it's going to be a learned skill, and so we'll be working through that together. But we started working through making these cups, and they've just grown. They've grown more and more into these really beautiful little identities. I love how they have the space to kind of develop their own voice, and I've been taking that to the extreme. And I really don't even know what to say. It always feels weird just either talking to yourself vantage point. Would you like to be closer? Well, we'll just start there. Get this wedge down. These cups are going to be a lot different now that the clay is set up a bit. Welcome in, everybody. We're celebrating the completion of streaming for 1 month. I think we only missed 2 days. And one of those I did make a post, and then the other one was my birthday. And I'm not one to beat myself up over little details. As long as I'm moving forward, I'm excited. So we're just going to take our time with this piece of clay. We wedged it up the other day and left it out so that it kind of formed up a little stiffer. So we're hoping to get some different cups out of this than we've been getting this month. I always tell people I put my own music on, but feel free if you want to hang out to put on your own tunes. It's amazing how music and the rhythm of the wheel really have an impact. But then I think music with anything is powerful. Man, I think I just pulled a muscle on my neck. Maybe I should have stretched first. I need to change the setting real quick. There we go. Welcome in everybody. We're just working on a few cups, throwing them off the hump. I throw unique one-offs. To do that, I just follow what the clay is telling me, and then just pushing and then expanding and just keeping a constant awareness of what it wants, what it's fighting against. Pull that in a little bit more. Clean and classic. But I might side fire it with 4 different glazes on it, so it's going to end up saying something. Oh, so nice. And that, I believe, was the first time I have reversed the wheel in order to try to untwist a fold. I really wish I could get this bigger, but I don't know if it has the strength. Let's go back. If you know the rules, you can break the rules. Make it even. No. I think I'm good. I think I'm good with that. And we have kind of some softness back into this. All right, let's go with that. Yeah, I like that. us home. Wonder if what's up, Andy? I wonder if AI could rip this off to throw continuously unique pieces within a single style, and then to create the artist also. Andy, what's up? What you working on? Andy builds out my displays at Top Drawer Shop. Not a single style, yeah? Like, you think AI could create this video in the future, and to be able to throw continuously unique or generate continuously unique pieces within a single style? Because I only have one style. Andy lives in the airport. And Andy needs encouragement to come down here and fire the beast, the rally car beast. He needs encouragement to start making some work to come down and put in this kiln. You know he wants to put his piece right next to the one that I add 2 or 3 pounds of salt to. I've kind of got this rule that if my piece sticks to your piece in my kiln, your piece becomes my piece. So Andy's always wanted to put his work in a different spot because my pieces are always falling over. don't go with this. I feel like this is almost too thick. You know, you almost get the same vantage point that I get, because when you're throwing pottery, you're not looking where your fingers are, you're looking at this surface. So my fingers are here, but when I'm throwing, I'm looking here because you can't see where your fingers are actually touching. So you don't actually watch the you know, the point of contact. You're just constantly observing the effects of what you're doing after you've done it, and then you're just adjusting. So in essence, there's always a bit of a lag when you're making pottery. Like, I'm looking right here, even though my fingers are back here behind the piece. Let's see. I feel like that needs more of a flick. Flick. Flip. Flip. This wants to come down now. Well, that may not do what we want. That's okay. We still have to try. We'll let that one go. Thank you all for being here. My name is Kevin. I've been working in clay for, I guess I could say, nearly a quarter of a century. My style is that to let each piece just kind of develop its own voice, to just aid in its development. So I just work I work within steps of variation, and then in the end you end up with completely unique pieces. For instance, even if I were to throw two identical forms, when I trim, I would trim 2 different feet on it. And then when I glaze it, I'd put 3 or 4 different glazes on it. And then the pieces would be unique in their own right. A skirted piece, show a ripple, hand-eye coordination. We got a lot of my pieces. Yeah, right. I figure it's only a matter of time before people will buy them off the hump before I make one. Like, who would risk buying this piece before seeing it completed? I think a lot of people. Maybe not me. Alright. I've got a rock in this one. Keep it together. If you've got fight, you'll usually find someone. Oh no, that happens. If you've got fight, you'll find someone that'll fight with you. Fight your fight. That's a good person for you. All right, very nice. Uh, 10 cups for a new watercolor area without seeing them. You want these cups, a sipper? You want this batch here or the batch we trim? We're trimming the ones we threw yesterday. We threw 10 cups yesterday, so we'll be trimming those after lunch. And then this batch here will be trimmed Monday. Alright, let's see if we can do a folded ripple. What's a ripple? You mean like a corkscrew? Small containers. Gotcha. Maybe I'll throw those Monday, 10 small containers. All right, let's see if we can do a cool skirt. We'll go ahead and define the foot. I double up the clay on the top because you'll be folding the wall over. I changed my mind. I think this is going to be the foot. I want this to be a little bit wider so that it can catch the skirt. Pull my form up. And then I'll probably fold right around this break. But then I also think it'd be nice to have the skirt fall past the body, so maybe I'll bring it up a little bit more and break the skirt right here. Andy, I don't know what I did if I had done anything, but I think Tuesday you can go back and look at my feed. We did a live stream and 73,000 people came through, and I think our peak concurrence was like 860. Anyways, Leela was with me and she did not tell me. Alright, so I'm going to pull this wide because it's going to come down. Let me bring this in a little bit more. Alright, here we go. And then I'll pull the rim up a little bit more and then kind of soften it out. Man, I'm so just clenched right now. This stuff, like your whole body just has to lock up just to maintain the position with your hand. Alright, I like that. And let's give it a little crisp lip. That'll pull a nice little pocket of glaze. Alright. I don't do those often. They take a lot of time. Thank you, Andy, for the suggestion. Oh, that's number 9. So I think we got one more. Well, let's just finish this pad of clay and move on. So I've been working on an idea to try like doing a setup on the side of the road, because I know there's a lot of people out there that have never even touched clay, like, you know, try the potter's wheel. And so I thought about setting up on the side of the road and have cleaning stations, and you know, just make it really easy to walk up, and you know, the clay is sitting there already centered, and you can just walk up, try, wash your hands, walk off. What do y'all think? Would you try it if you walked up on it while walking down the road? A skirted coffee espresso cup. What was the volume of an espresso cup? Was it 2.5? I don't know. What's 2 shots of espresso? Any baristas? I mean, there's only 7 people here, so the chance of having a barista, I guess, would be like 1 in 8. So the next person that shows up. Scotch, 4 ounce. I feel like that's almost what we just made. Alright, this got a little piece of rock. Let me find my needle tool. Good. Andy, I went to me and Leela went to Goodwill the other day, and they had a 7-foot table, a 7 by 3 foot conference table for $40, and we went and picked that up yesterday, and we are really excited about it. That's been kind of our biggest holdup right now, is getting our new shipping area built out. So, man, there's still something in there. So anyways, it looks nice. But yeah, Andy, we have successfully done 30 days or a month of live streaming. And on the 3rd week of our challenge, YouTube told me that I posted my first video 3 years ago. And 3 years ago, I made my first video on YouTube, and we were 3 weeks into our challenge. See this right here? This is the remnants of a sculptural clay body, and this right here is a piece of grit. This is granite. It keeps popping up every now and again, so I gotta find it. But yeah, three years since the first video, and yesterday was the last day to mark a month of live streaming. And so we're excited. We're gonna get a computer out here and just run a custom setup. And every day we come out to work, we'll we'll kick the cameras on and go live, and hopefully we'll be able to tell more of that, more of the story. But right now we're gonna just do, throw a few pieces, trim a few pieces from the day before, and just start telling that story. That story. Yeah, and it's going to take time, and that's why I'm not worried about going in a hurry. We're just going to play, wake up, play, share ideas, build value, share value. We all have something to offer, and we just have to find who wants to receive it. And then you just go start giving. Give your value to others, and then trust it'll be returned to you. And my value is creating beautiful things. I love making and expressing with clay. I'd love to encourage others to do it. It's one of the most versatile mediums. Hey Chloe. Hey Chloe, what are you doing? Hang in there, friend. Get to the end. You get there. Everyone's gonna make it. Never give up. You don't know what's at the end of trying. Be strong. What you got? I got a board. Alright, good flight. Get one of those little scotches on me. And I'll make you a cup for it when you get here. Oh wait, you're not coming here. Alright, we gotta get Andy here. We gotta get Andy here, we gotta get Tom here, and fire this kiln. What's that, Chloe? Do the small one up. I'll make the foot small. This is our last one. I appreciate everyone who stopped in and gave a second. I hope you found something beneficial from it. This is a new startup, open studio. We're trying to create like a virtual studio experience where you can just come and see some work get made, ask questions, well, not really be entertained, but you know, just relax. Relax with some quiet. Put on some music. Put on your music. I've got my music on. Find a place where you can share. right, last one. Thank y'all for showing up and hanging out. We're gonna shut this stream down and take probably a little lunch break and get set up for our next stream, which will be after lunch. We're not really setting schedules right now since everything's just kind of going with the flow. And but we're gonna trim the cups we threw yesterday after lunch. So if you want to see that, just find your way back. Thank y'all so much. Others in the sponge. You can go ahead and shut the stream off, Leela.